everybody is doing an autumn video and fragrances for autumn, and I thought, well, let's do something different. Let's do a signature scent video. Come on then, my darling. Claude, come on then. Come on then. Come on, my darling. Yes, and here he comes. And he's going to rest himself up here on me while we watch the video. And my husband is coming with a nice cup of tea. So let's get started. Hi, welcome back to another edition of the Fragrantician, where here on this channel we talk about nothing but perfumes, fragrances, things that smell. So if that's your bread and butter, if that's your jam on toast, if that is your cream and scones, then keep on watching. So what are we going to talk about first? Well, I'm going to have a sip of tea. Aren't we, Claude? Yeah? Gonna have a sip of tea and we'll talk about our first fragrance. He doesn't want to move from me. He just does not want to move from me. Oh, I think he might do. Yep, there we go. There we go. You go on my lap there. That's it. So, Claude is on my lap here now. So let's start with the first one. So all of these perfumes, all of these scents, I could have picked 10, but I picked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Pick a perfect 10 because let's face it, who has a perfect 10? So the first scent I'm going to talk about. Now all of these scents, I picked these with precision because these are scents that I think will not be offensive, will not, I mean, if you overspray them they can be offensive, but if you spray modestly, unlike me and unlike a lot of other people in the fragrance community, we don't spray modestly, you know 2 or 3 sprays just does not cut the mustard. First one is Hypnose. This one I've put a hefty dent in. I'm going to use this a lot more actually. Hypnose is a beautiful, soft, powdery, slightly vanillic. It has passion flower, if I believe, whatever that is, a note of a passion flower. But as it dries down, it goes to this beautiful, vanillic, powdery scent. Spray a bit in the air. Might get a bit of blowback from the fan above. What do you think, Claude? I don't know if you can hear him. You might be able to hear him through the microphone. This is so non-offensive. How can anyone like Hypnose by Lancome? No one ever talks about it anymore. The bottle is not the best, but it is just this everyday. All of these scents will take you from day to night. It's that everyday, just nice. I don't like that word nice, but it's just this beautiful, slightly sweet, slightly powdery, slightly vanillic, slightly floral, everything combined into one. Lancome Hypnose. The next one, let's do a niche, shall we? Now the next one, some people have reported to have said on Fragrantica that this smells a bit shampoo-y. To me it does smell like perfume, and this is why I like it. I actually do like scents that smell of perfume rather than just basic gourmand, because you'll have to excuse me as well, I have had, I'm at the end of this flu-like cold, but I'm getting content out there because I miss doing YouTube. So anyway, back to the fragrances. Come on, let's go back to the fragrances, Gabby. So the next one is Nuit de Cellophane by Serge Lutens. This, I put a little bit of a dent in. I've not had it long, but it is this most gorgeous osmanthus, but it's not too fruity. It's slightly fruity, but it's slightly floral as well. It is like a classic fruity floral, but moderate longevity and moderate projection, but it has this beautiful scent trail that it does lead in about the first hour or so, but then it sits closer to the skin, and this one will not offend anybody. You will just smell really good. You'll smell put together. It does have this kind of shampoo conditioner smell vibe to it. So is it worth the coin? Well, it's up to you. I think it is. I think it's lovely. So it's there. Serge Lutens Nuit de Cellophane. And I think the name means, well, it's just Nuit de Cellophane. Now this next one had to be in the list because when I looked at it, I thought, shall I put it in the list? Because everybody has recently talked about it, but not really many people talk about it now. A year ago they did. And let's face it, Marcy, she started the Trussardi Donna craze. Yes, some people either like it and love it, like me, and some people don't like it, and you know who you are. But I love it. It is this beautiful. I broke the top. The top is not secure on this. It fell and it broke, so that kind of like really grated on me. However, this perfume, this scent, it has yuzu, but it is what I would call a perfect t-shirt scent, a perfect sweater scent, a perfect all year round scent. All of these scents you could wear all year round, maybe one or two. No, I think you could wear these scents all year round, definitely. This one you definitely can. It works well in the winter, it works well in the summer. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. This yuzu, which is this uplifting citrusy note, but it's not too citrusy because I don't really do citrus notes, citrus perfumes. It has this slight woodiness to it as well as it dries down, but it's beautiful nonetheless. So Trussardi Donna, we've talked about it a lot here on Fragcom. Why? Because I think, and there's a lot of me that agrees with me, thinks that this does work. And if it doesn't for you, that's fine, but it had to be in a signature scent profile. These, you can't go wrong. This, is it a safe? Nothing is a safe blind buy. You want to blind buy it, that's fine. I'm not going to stop you. But I think it's a safe blind buy, but I have quite varied taste. So it's up to you. Anyway, Trussardi Donna. Now this next one, reportedly, is a dupe for Hypnotic Poison. But I've not chosen Hypnotic Poison. I've chosen Lune de Miel by Fragonard. I think this would be a perfect signature, Claudius got down, scent for, let's face it, Hypnotic Poison is quite a price tag for some, and it may not have longevity for some. This has surprised me. This has quite good longevity on the skin, a good 6 to 7 hours on the skin, and really good decent sillage on it. So, and it's 200 mils, and it's, if you look it up on the grey market, you can find it for quite a steal, under £50 for 200 mils, whereas Hypnotic Poison, 100 mils, over £100. Double this, half the price. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yes, we know that, don't we? So, beautiful bottle. I love the design of this. Now, the breakdown of the notes doesn't really equate to what the juice is. I would say it smells 95% the same as Hypnotic Poison. The only difference is it's maybe just a tad sweeter on that almond note. I feel like it has almonds in there, and honeymoon, almonds, they kind of go together, don't they, at weddings? So Lune de Miel by Fragonard, if you love an almond, vanilla, slightly floral, but you love the almond and vanilla, this is a beautiful, beautiful scent. It is, isn't it, Claude? Yeah. Yes, that nearly went over. Love you, Claude. This next one, again, needs no introduction, and I have multiple bottles of it. So I'm going to show you the first bottle. Pure Poison in the purple cap, or if you can get it, Pure Poison in the white cap. And I have 3 bottles. I have a 100ml and I have 2 30ml bottles. FOMO, fear of missing out, as they call it. Why? Because I do wear this quite a lot. It's my go-to Reach scent. I normally keep this in my handbag if I feel I need to top up. But in the morning, I use the purple one, I spray and I go. It is probably a good signature. It is a signature scent. It is something that gets me lots of compliments as well. It's jasmine, it's orange blossom, it's sandalwood, it's slightly citrusy, it's slightly ambery as well. There's a slight warmth to it, but it has this cool, crisp freshness to it as well. Perfect all year round. Pure Poison by Dior. I will never be without it. Never. Claude agrees, don't you, Claude? Yeah. This next one I have spoken about in previous videos a while ago, but this is the perfume, this is the scent for somebody that is so afraid. I don't want to say afraid of scent. This is for somebody that says, no, I don't like perfume. I don't like it at all. But I think, if you could see Claude now, he's just looking up at me lovingly. Oh, I love you, my boy. This is Elizabeth and James French Grey. This is a perfect lavender scent. Now, some people will recoil when I say it's a perfect lavender scent. It has a little bit of neroli, but the lavender plays a key role in this, but it's so calming. It's one I wear to bed. It's a beautifully crafted lavender. I think it's blended really well. The bottle is absolutely beautiful, and I think this is just a go-to everyday safe reach scent. It's for somebody that doesn't want to be, if you don't want to feel too dressed up and you're just doing errands, you're doing a school run, or you're doing a vet run like I am, taking my little fur babies to the vets for their yearly inoculations, and you don't want to knock the vets out, then this is your go-to scent. This is beautiful. What do you think, Claude? He's not sure on it, but I've got a hair on my lip. But anyway, Elizabeth and James Nirvana French Grey. Not the best longevity, not the best sillage, but it sits close to the skin, but it's comforting. It's quite cosy as well. It has a clean musk to it, a clean musk. So it does smell like laundered clothes slightly, but not, it doesn't smell awful or anything like that. It doesn't smell like that synthetic Febreze. I think it's beautiful. Anyway, Elizabeth and James, if I can get the top on, French Grey. Next one, I am going to say this is for all you Musk whores. Yes, Claire Smurfy-Girly coined that phrase, and that is Unspoken Musk by Francesca Bianchi. I chose this one out of the whole line of Francesca Bianchi scents. I was going to choose another one, but I went for this one. This is a beautiful, soft, animalic musk. This, I would say, is a good starter fragrance from Francesca Bianchi to own. It's not a big beast of projection, and it's not a big beast of sillage. It has good longevity on the skin, but it has this musk and it has this iris butteriness. It's smooth, it's creamy, it's comforting, it's cozy, it's slightly sensual, but I would say it's more appealing out of all the Francesca Bianchi scents. Not that they're not appealing in my eyes, but this is you, but your skin is just better. And the sirens are going. I live on a main road. So, Unspoken Musk by Francesca Bianchi. It has a little bit of immortelle in it, which gives it this slight sweetness and savouriness, and I love that in it. Beautiful. Unspoken Musk by Francesca Bianchi. To pick something that was completely different to others, that I love and I wear, and that is so affordable to get, and that is good old Britney Spears Fantasy Intense. Forget the original Fantasy. You want Fantasy Intense. I think it's better from the two. It has this kiwi note, but it doesn't detract from the sweetness. It's not tart at all. It still has this cupcake batter-like sweetness in there that I love. But it has this juxtaposed position with this slight fruitiness as well. It's a staple. And it's down to about here now. I've used a little bit of a fair dent. So Intense Fantasy by Britney Spears. It's a no-brainer for somebody that likes a sweet gourmand, but is not just your vanilla batter cake. Batter cake, is that a word? Your vanilla cake type variety. I'm really struggling with this kind of cold, so I do apologise, but I think it's beautiful, and the bottle is crap. The sprayer is crap, but the juice is good. Let's do another Serge. We have to include more than one Serge Lutens. Fleur d'Oranger, yes, I'm not going to speak about it a lot. It's just orange blossom, but it's a bit more edgy. Bit of cumin. Actually, the cumin is lovely in this. Oh, it gives it that spiciness. Good all year round. Gets me lots of compliments. Noticeable. You'll stand out from the rest of the crowd. Fleur d'Oranger by Serge Lutens. Orange blossom, hibiscus, rose. A little bit of that cumin and sandalwood and musk, and it's that Serge Lutens DNA, but it's pretty but edgy. Now, if you really do want to smell like clean, really clean, Professional Guerlain Vol de Nuit. This is Professional Woman. This was Katharine Hepburn's signature back in the day. This is not a vintage bottle, but this came out before we were ever here. So let's just give Vol de Nuit an honorary mention in here. This is forgotten about. This, I've only really seen one other person talk about this scent, and that is Margie Noir. Apart from her, I've not really seen, well, I haven't seen a lot of other people talk about Vol de Nuit. It lasts as well, but it's just this Guerlain DNA, this Guerlainade DNA. It's soft, it's powdery, it's vintage, but it's non-offensive. You won't smell like an old grandma. A young girl could wear this easily. Don't knock it and smell it. It's classic. Vol de Nuit by Guerlain. I wanted to choose another sweet scent that doesn't get a lot of attention, and that is an Anais, but not the original, the Premier Delice version. It's pear and cocoa powder. Think of sorbet pears dusted with cocoa powder. It is divine. It is delicious, like the name Premier Delice. It is whimsical. It's girly. Whoever you are, you can wear this scent. Male, female, whatever, but it's, if you're looking at something that's lovely and sweet and feminine, this is it. But I think it has a bit of backbone to it as well. It's fairly linear, but it is strong and punchy, so don't overspray this one. You might think, oh, this doesn't really do it for me, and you might spray about 10 sprays. You could well choke somebody out. So be mindful, because the sillage is there. The longevity isn't the best. I would say maybe it's about 4 hours maximum, but you can top it up. I had to include a nice sweet scent, and a sweet scent that doesn't cost the earth. This, I think, is probably, unlike the Britney Spears one, the two most affordable ones. And the Trussardi Donna. They're all fairly affordable, some of these ones. But an Anais Premier Delice by Cacharel. Your pear and cocoa powder scent. And finally, we go with pure sophistication. And I had to choose this one. Yvresse by Yves Saint Laurent. This would make a perfect signature scent for somebody out there. It is soft violet, rose, nectarine, peach and patchouli, and it has this fizziness to it that there's almost toasted fizziness of champagne, hence the word ivresse, because in French that means drunkenness. It used to be called champagne until the bottle was changed and the name was changed because of it couldn't have the name champagne. So this is not really talked about a lot as well, and this needs some attention. So I chose this in a signature scent video because I think you could wear this daytime, you could wear this nighttime, you could wear this all year round. You could wear all of these scents all year round as a signature scent. I don't have a signature scent, but if I was going to have a signature scent, it would be any one of these. Although I do have one or two favourites. But Yvresse by Yves Saint Laurent, that perfect fizziness, that rind of the nectarine, fuzziness of peach, a slightly candied violet, and a delicate rose, with a bit of patchouli to give it some backbone. Yvresse by Yves Saint Laurent, perfect signature scent. So that was quite a list of signature scents that I think would suit anybody, all different tastes, all different ages, all year round, in the workplace, on the dance floor, in a professional environment, in a sensual environment. What's yours? Comment down below. So until the next time, because he had to get up eventually, you've been watching another edition of The Fragrantician. Claude and I are gonna bid you farewell, and we'll see you in the next video, won't we, Claude? You're gonna say goodbye to the people, Claude? Are you gonna say goodbye to your followers? No. See? Cats are like women. They do as they please, and the men are there to serve.